to enhance productivity for farmers. South African families battle as basic food prices keep climbing. Global agriculture Internet of Things market is projected to reach $12.61 billion by 2030. Good evening and welcome to Himma News at 5. I am Nunanba, Agabus Eridan. The Islamic Development Bank, ISDB, has stated that the establishment of an agricultural mechanization center in the Kadawa area of Kano State will boost agricultural production and impact the lives of more than 3 million farmers. The vice president of the bank, Rami Ahmad, disclosed this during the commissioning of one of the agricultural mechanization centers located in Kadawa, Garun Malam local government area of Kano State. Himma radio correspondent Umul Khairi Abubakar Ungogo attended the commission ceremony and filed in this report.
Aikin noma guda uku a yankin Kadawa da ke karamar hukumar garin Malam da Dambata da.
We apologize for the mix-up. The English version of it will come later. The Jigawa State Governor, Umar Namadi, has reaffirmed his administration's commitment to leveraging global partnerships to modernize agriculture and enhance food security. The Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Hamisu Muhammad Gumel, stated this in a press statement issued to newsmen on Wednesday. According to the statement, the Governor disclosed this in Senegal when he led a high-powered delegation to the Africa Food Systems Summit in Dakar to explore new agricultural partnerships aimed at transforming the state's food systems and driving inclusive economic growth. He explained that agriculture is a central pillar of his administration's 12-point agenda under the vision of building a greater Jigawa. The statement said that during this summit, Governor Namadi met with Hele Mariam Deslen, chairman of the Alliance for a Green Revolution in Africa, AGRA, on ways of strengthening collaboration between Jigawa and AGRA. The discussions focused on practical strategies to boost productivity, strengthen market access, and improve the competitiveness of rice and wheat farmers. The summit, which runs from September 1st to 4th, 2025, brings together leaders, development partners, and private sector stakeholders from across Africa to deliberate on building resilient and sustainable food systems. 50 women in Tudumbiri community, Igabi local government area of Kaduna State, have benefited from a training on climate-smart vegetable production. It was organized by the Anti-Sexual Violence Lead Support Initiative with support from the French Embassy in Nigeria. The 3-day program focused on 5 vegetable crops, including cabbage, cucumber, okra, lettuce, and tomato, using improved hybrid seeds. It combined theoretical lessons with practical field sessions on nursery establishment, transplanting, mulching, staking, pest control, and post-harvest handling. The participants received farming inputs such as improved seeds, seedling trays, cocoa peat, watering cans, sprayers, biofertilizer, twine rope, and protective gear to encourage adoption. Training manuals were also produced in Hausa language with illustrations to support women with low illiteracy levels. The organizers said post-training assessments recorded a 147% increase in knowledge compared to baseline. The program also had a symbolic highlight when the village head joined women participants in transplanting seedlings, a gesture seen as reinforcing community support for the initiative. The community head, Balarebe Ifra, said the project is a blessing to the people as women now have the knowledge and support to farm better, feed their families, and even earn income. The Seeds of Hope project addresses the interconnected challenges of economic vulnerability, gender inequality, and sexual and gender-based violence in Tudumbiri, Kaduna State, a community recovering from a severe military drone attack in December 2023. A delegation of 25 Chinese investors has toured key locations in Katsina State to explore large-scale agricultural renewable energy projects valued at over $700 million. The visit was disclosed by the Executive Secretary of the Nigerian Investment Promotion Commission (NIPC), Aisha Rimi, on Monday in Katsina. She was represented by the NIPC Director of Strategic Services, Abubakar Yarima. Rimi said the investors, led by China Overseas Engineering Group, a state-owned conglomerate, were particularly interested in developing a comprehensive agricultural value chain for rice, maize, cassava, and fisheries, alongside a proposed 10,000-head cattle ranch. She explained that other ventures under consideration include agricultural machinery assembly plants and a solar power facility. According to the NIPC boss, key proposals in Katsina include the utilization of the 2,500-hectare Sabke Dam for maize cultivation to produce livestock feed, and the Dabiram Dam with 380 hectares dedicated to a complete fisheries value chain. The investors also expressed interest in establishing a leather processing factory, an agricultural research institute for goat and cattle breeding, a partnership on a goat breeding center in Rimi local government area. Other proposed initiatives include a solar power products assembly plant, an agricultural commodities commercial center in Ada, and a special agricultural processing zone and green economic zone under a public-private partnership with the state government. Rimi added that the project would require about 4,000 hectares of land with an initial investment commitment of $150 million. She commended the Katsina State Investment Promotion Agency for its proactive efforts, saying the delegation was impressed with the level of preparation and presentations. Please stay tuned for more stories. Thank you for staying with us. The Islamic Development Bank, ISDB, has stated that the establishment of an agricultural mechanization center in the Kadawa area of Kano State will boost agricultural production and impact the lives of more than 3 million farmers. The Vice President of the bank, Rami Ahmad, disclosed this during the commissioning of one of the agricultural mechanization centers located in Kadawa, Garun Malam local government area of Kano State. Himma radio correspondent Kari Abubakar Ungogo attended the commissioning ceremony and filed in this report.
Centers in Kadawa, Garuma, and local government area, Dambata and Gai local government areas is a collaboration between the Sasakawa Africa Association, the Kano State Government, and the Islamic Development Bank. The aim of the project is to improve crop production and reduce the burden of farming activities for smallholder farmers. According to Vice President of Islamic Development Bank, Dr. Rami Ahmad, the people of Kano will replicate such projects and even other states.
The idea of completing the project and having a success story, and then the people of Kano will replicate such projects, and even other states in the great country of Nigeria will benefit from this exemplary project. But Islamic Development Bank is committed for the development of Nigeria in general, and we have a very good relationship with Kano, the governor, the deputy governor. I'm so glad for the company and the hospitality also of the Commissioner of Agriculture. We recognize that agriculture is the vital sector for the people of Kano, and we are very happy to be part of this success. Alhamdulillah.
Speaking at the event, the Kano State Commissioner for Agriculture, Dr. Danjuma Mahmoud, said the initiative will not only assist farmers, but also continue to support them in boosting both farming and livestock production.
The positive spillovers that this project will have hasn't even been seen until years to come. I'm sure from the crop production angle, irrigation segments, value addition, processing, livestock productivity enhancement, and crop resilient initiative, all these things will really crystallize in years to come. Now we've seen part of it, but I'm sure down the line we're going to see a lot of changes and impactful development as it were. So I'm hoping beyond donor participation we can be able to manage it, and we will have private sector development to move it forward.
On his part, the chairman of the Rice Farmers Association in Garumala local government area, Sagir Abubakar Chumawa, explained how the project has transformed the lives of members of the association. It is suspected that these centers will provide farmers access to modern machineries such as tractors, planters, harvesters, and milling machines. This will help farmers overcome the challenge of inadequate equipment and enable them to access larger markets through the use of modern agricultural technology.
Thank you so much, Ngogo. In a major step towards modernizing the livestock sector, the Borno state government has commenced strategic discussions with Dar al-Halal Business Group to conduct comprehensive feasibility studies aimed at aligning the state's livestock industry with national and international standards. The Commissioner for the Ministry of Livestock and Fisheries Development, Umar Usman Kadafur, stated this in Maiduguri on Wednesday. Kadafur said there is the need for collaboration with stakeholders, including the Borno State Livestock Management Agency, the Food and Agriculture Organization representative from South Africa, and officials from the Borno Investment Company, adding that they will chart a clear path for the sustainable development of the sector. He expressed concern over the unhygienic methods currently employed in meat processing and stressed the need for modernization. He affirmed the state's commitment to adopting expert recommendations and ensuring that meat production meets both hygiene standards and halal certification requirements. According to him, the ministry is already working on new butchery models to enforce hygiene standards in abattoirs and meat outlets across the state. Earlier, Mohammed Dili explained that the Dar al-Halal team was in the state on the directive of Governor Zulum to tour livestock facilities, conduct a comprehensive feasibility study, and develop proposals to upgrade the sector to international standards. The chairman of the Cattle Market Association, Yakubu Goni, highlighted the market's capacity, noting that some fattening farms house over 1,000 cows and estimated that Borno supplies over 85% of cattle consumed in Nigeria, but lamented the lack of modern facilities and government support. South African families are struggling even more to put food on the table as staple foods keep getting more expensive. The latest Household Affordability Index shows the cost of basic food has gone up by 153.48 rand in just 1 year. The average family now pays 5,380.62 rand for their monthly food basket, compared to 5,227.14 rand in August last year. The Pietermaritzburg Economic Justice and Dignity Group released the figures, showing how much more families are paying for everyday essentials. Core foods that families must buy no matter the price have gone up by 25.80 rand, and these core foods make up 53% of what families spend on groceries. As these prices rise, families are forced to cut back on healthier foods like vegetables, fruits, and proteins. The group says this proves most working families simply cannot afford a nutritious diet for their children. According to a new report by Markets and Markets, the Agriculture Internet of Things (IoT) market is expected to hold a value worth $8.86 billion in 2025 and is projected to reach $12.61 billion by 2030, while expanding at a compound annual growth rate of 7.3% during the forecast period. The main factors The main factors contributing to the growth of the agriculture IoT market are the increasing demand for smart, energy-efficient, and sustainable IoT-based solutions across precision farming, livestock monitoring, and greenhouse automation. IoT devices are widely adopted for soil health monitoring, climate control, and automated irrigation, owing to the need for higher crop yield and resource optimization. These systems address environmental and productivity concerns by reducing water wastage, optimizing fertilizer usage, minimizing manual labor, and offering real-time data analytics and remote control capabilities. Moreover, the global push towards sustainable agriculture and stricter environmental regulations encourages farmers and agribusinesses to adopt IoT technologies as they support safer, cleaner, and more eco-friendly farming operations. To end the news, the headlines once again. The Islamic Development Bank commissions Agricultural Mechanization Center in Kano to enhance productivity for farmers. Also, South African families battle as basic food prices keep climbing. Global Agriculture Internet of Things market is projected to reach $12.61 billion by 2030. On behalf of the Himma News and Current Affairs Department, I am Nunanba Agabus Eridan. Many thanks for listening.